been here all those 50 years, what do you recall of the beginning?
I remember John Enoch coming up to me and he said, "We're talking about starting an English parish. So would you be interested?" And I said, "Yes, I would." So that was the very first that I heard of it. So then once we started to move looking for a place of worship, I joined with them and we joined then.
What happened at St. Nicholas, we had an English service. One Bill Kozar came. It was suggested to him that we look for a formation of another church. And I made the pitch to the organization, and they rejected it primarily because without Father's blessing, that couldn't take place. And so one day at a picnic, Father Hubiak was there in Fort Belvoir, and Mike Karras, aware of what we wanted, talked to him, and Father said if you had 25 families, we would consider forming the church. So talking amongst ourselves, we found 25 families. We then formed a church and were located in a church here in Maryland. Father Basil had been the supply priest, and you know, he gave a great sermon and was very charismatic person, and so he became our priest here. Well, I might say further, we rented a place in Bradley Hills where we could put up the iconostase and take it down. Serge Gamble was the driver behind buying this parish here, building. His guidance helped us decide to buy this place after renting for a while.
Much easier than building. We were thinking of building.
Once we made that decision and we moved and started serving here, then it was quite nice attendance and good service.
We arrived here in September of 2000, and what we found was a well-established parish. It had a great foundation, a lot of good pastoral work. On a Sunday it was packed, it was doing very well, and the proof of the pudding with that was a couple of years into my tenure here. In 2002, the parish wanted to consider expanding the facility. And it wasn't my idea, but I supported it because we did need it. And finally, if you're doing it for the glory of God, He's not going to abandon us in that. So the vote was taken and we went ahead with it 2 years later, in 2004. We managed to complete the project. But the commitment is there. People have been chipping away faithfully at the bills and the cost of it for decades now. And it's a wonderful facility now. It's so kind of classically Orthodox, even though it didn't start out that way. The building itself was a Methodist church, rather simple, rather plain. And now we have the walls adorned with some wonderful iconography, and that project is still ongoing. I'm absolutely thrilled to be a part of all of this. At first when I got here, it was a little intimidating. It was not my home. But yet I was embraced, we were embraced, my family and I, warmly. And in a couple of years, we put down roots, and now it's just unthinkable, you know, to have not known all of you for almost 20 years now. It's 2019 as we're taping this. And for me, that's the longest I've been in any one spot for my pastoral.